What's up, folks, and welcome to another episode of Healthy Living and Wine. I'm your host, JQue. Tonight's podcast, we explore where conversation meets connection and every pour has a purpose. We're diving into something that every woman feels, but many of us struggle with calling it out. We're talking about worthiness, what it looks like, what it feels like, how it shapes our life, even how we allow ourselves to live. Worthy by design is about choosing alignment, truth, clarity, and the courage to build a life that reflects your actual value. Before we jump into tonight's conversation, I want to thank our sponsors for supporting Healthy Living and Wine Experience. Côte de Femme, the official wine sponsor, inviting you to live extra with every sip and every moment. Black Umbrella Studio, listen, this is my creative home right now. Production family, I love you. This is where conversations, they come to life. And Body Loving Skincare, keeping your self-care rooted in nourishment, softness, and intention. So let's go over some housekeeping rules. First of all, you have to grab a glass, right? A glass of your favorite wine. And from there, I want to ask you a question. That's right. If you're tuning in now or you're watching this on a replay, I got a question for you. Where is your life? And what worth are you asking for in the space that you're in right now? Drop a comment and let me know what is holding personal space in your life that is worthy right now. All right? So let's get into it. I'm so excited. You guys.
I am so excited.
To finally have my friend Maria on the show, right? You know, on this show, Healthy Living Wine, we don't introduce people by their titles, their resumes, what they do. I like for you guys to get to know my guests through their energy and their conversation. So before we dive into this conversation, I'm going to introduce the conversation, the first topic, by allowing Maria to answer the following question. Maria, when women are trying to find alignment again, find alignment, that connection to their worthiness, what do you recommend they begin?
Breath work.
Breath work.
Clear it out.
Ooh.
Clear out the system. You've done that work.
I have.
You've done purging, and I'm not talking like breathe in,
She's
exhale out. No, I am not talking about that. I'm talking like deep somatic breath work that'll clear out your system.
That's right.
Clear it out.
I have done that, and I've done breath work with Maria, and I've done breath work with others. And she knows that when I have done a session with her in any way, shape, form, or fashion, it is such a clarifying time for me. No matter what it is, the measure of stress or what it is I'm trying to get through, the smog that I may have, physically, mentally, emotionally, in my brain. If I'm trying to get through that smog, when I go through some breath work with you, the clarity becomes my compass.
Yes.
When I get clear, I get so much more alignment. So when we get clear, let's talk about the practices, the things that once you get clear, keep you there. Those rituals, those things that you were saying about the morning or doing this, that, and the other. Rituals don't have to be deep and they don't have to be dramatic. And I learned that from you, actually. I had this 20, 30-minute ritual session I was doing in the morning, and my life did not have time for it.
Yeah.
Time as in literally 30 whole minutes in the morning that I was having to go through a ritual just to get clear or just to get aligned for what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I learned that my rituals and my habits, those things that I do to set me up to stay in alignment, just have to be intentional.
Yes.
You speak from intention quite often.
I do.
You remind us of how when we get intentional about being in alignment, you know what I'm saying? That's where that worthiness stays. And we have to get loud about it. We have to get loud about being intentional. Studies also show that women who practice simple grounding rituals, it reports 40% less overwhelmment. It reports 40% less being overwhelmed over expending ourselves, giving out more of our time, just overexerting anything that we do, right? When we have that ritual.
Yeah.
So what type of rituals, like basic rituals, whether we have a session or we don't, whether we're in alignment or we're not, what type of rituals do you suggest for someone who's really just even getting started, or a habit or something they can do that they don't have to YouTube University, pay $400 or $500 for, like immediately after listening to this podcast, something that they could do to feel more aligned immediately?
And this is where I'm inside going,
I know.
You what? You asking me what? Oh my God, this is my jam.
Okay.
Because I have women, I have CEOs, I have mothers. I mean, women don't have time. They say this all the time to me. And I have created like bite-sized pieces of peace. I call them little sacred pauses.
Oh, sacred pauses. I love that.
Yes, it's so good. But these sacred pauses are building escrow.
Ooh.
You are building escrow for the days that are not going to be so good. Because they're coming.
Yeah,
I mean,
coming.
come on, let's be real.
Yep, you're right.
We're not every day is going to be rainbows and unicorns and butterflies, all right?
Facts.
So we got to build that escrow.
Okay.
And with that, this is what these little simple practices that take 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 7 minutes, they build that escrow for those days. And that's what I teach women. They could be simple meditations.
Okay.
Embodiment practices. Okay. Another practice that I do is just lay down and do absolutely nothing.
Ooh, the first
And
time I did that with you, do you remember when I was over there with you? The first
It is
time
hard.
I tried to lay down and do nothing. Y'all, let me tell you.
The body was twitching. It was like,
okay,
what?
I kept,
What is she doing?
Is it?
I know.
What do you mean lay down and do nothing?
I know. It's the hardest thing because the body is conditioned to be on the go, go, go.
Right.
And that is the default. That is our default with our body, with our physical body, and our mental is going the same direction all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I have found that even in my own life and making sure that I'm in alignment and making sure that I stay intentional about my worthiness, that rituals, they anchor my spirit, first of all.
Absolutely.
They keep me grounded. And by creating these rituals, they really help me align my life by design.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yes.
by design in real time. At some point, every woman asks herself, am I living by design or am I living by default? How do you define that in your life, Maria, your personal life? When you, and I know you live by design. I've done the work with you. I've done the by design and understanding that whole session and how that works. But how do you, let's talk about you personally. You know, we understand the coach side. You've been through it, right? But how do you define living by design, even in your own life?
Well, you know, I learn so much about myself every year. And one of the things that changed my life is human design. Learning about my human design, how I am unique, my energy is unique, and how I have to honor myself and my energy. That has really taught me how to slow down, because I thought that I was an extrovert. I am not, actually. I'm an introvert.
I found that out too with my human design.
I'm an introvert. And the more that I come into alignment with that, I understand, oh, wow, I only have 4 hours of productivity in a day.
Wow.
I am not meant for a 9 to 5. And this is why I was so unhappy in the corporate world. And when it came and it was like, the skies opened, you know, I mean, it's like, I was not crazy for feeling this way.
Not.
This is who I am. I am a creative spirit. This is what lights me up. And so really, just taking care of my time and understanding that and getting real with all four areas of my life, my relationships, my career, my fun and adventure. Am I applying the same energy to all these? And also my spirituality. Spirituality is something that is lacking in so many.
Girl, it was probably about maybe 5 years ago that I understood that spirituality did not mean religion.
No, God, I have to teach women that all the time.
Does not mean religious.
No.
It has nothing to do with going to church or reading the Bible or,
No.
It has to do with being intentional about how you manage your feelings, how you manifest the things that you want, how you are connected interpersonally, even with yourself. I think that's where how I define what I feel like my spirituality is. It's connected to my emotions. It's connected to my feelings, those tangible things that I can't touch or feel or say. But it's also my spirituality is the things that keep me grounded. It helps me to sort through and connect my thoughts to my desires or those things that don't have definitive tangibility access. That's what I feel like spirituality does for me. And it is not my religion. Because I go to church doesn't mean I'm spiritual. Because I believe in God doesn't say that I'm spiritual, or because I'm a Baptist or, I'm a Hebrew or my culture. None of those things represent my spirituality.
No, none of them. I work with women with all different kinds of backgrounds and religions. I lived in the Middle East. That's actually where I kind of started this work.
Yes.
And I dealt with, worked with Jews. I worked with atheists, Christians, Baptists, Protestants. Spirituality is your connection to the divine source, spirit, God, whatever energy you call that, which is the energy of love. And just understanding, like, that's what's gotten me through every single day, is understanding that I am so held by that.
Yeah, girl.
That is all, that encompasses all. And when I see somebody, in the grocery store, or I see somebody in the post office, and I see someone enraged or going, just mad, it's like having that compassion for this person. It's like, we do not know what somebody's life is like. We do not know what they are going through.
Absolutely right about that.
We are all going through it in some level or another. And we forget that. And we forget that. And we forget that. And this is what I bring women in circles, and I just look at each, and I make women look at each other in the eye, and that's the hardest thing they have to do.
Baby.
But you know what? The moment that you do that, what happens?
That's right.
What happens?
Yeah, that connection happens, and
Tears.
Because the vulnerability.
We feel it. It's like, I feel you, girl.
Yes. I totally understand. I feel you. I mean, when I was at a place in my shift, is what I called it, my shift. I was going through a lot, trying to decide my next season of what I was going to do in life. I had, a lot of things going on. I was introduced to one of your classes, and going to that class is what helped me move and shift and understand the clarity, remove the smog, and get into that clear space so I could shift, so I could understand what that shift even looked like, right? But before I got clear, before I did the breath work, before I was able to look into someone's eyes and connect with the intentionality of vulnerability, it was the vulnerability space, right? That I was allowed. It was giving me the space to be vulnerable in that session. That's where I really began to understand how I had to rebuild my intention, how I had to literally connect and align myself spiritually first within myself. When you work with women and you see those women and you guide them to the space where they're ready now, they're now ready. They have the intention, they're connected. What is one of the first things that you see shift?
It's it's like this internal self-love that happens. Like I sometimes, and this is, and I say this all the time, and I say that I'm going to do this at one retreat. I will. Okay. Taking a picture, and I do this myself. It's like a mental picture of a woman when she starts working with me on day 1 of retreat, and then day 5 or 7, they leave. And I see this glow about them. It's like they're lit up from inside. And it's like they're a different person. Their eyes are softer. Their expression is just like, there's like this clarity about them. It's an energy that you feel.
Right.
And I always remember a teacher of mine saying, like, I want people to feel you before they see you. And that is the energy that women bring after they've worked with me for several days. It's like, I feel you. You don't have to say a word to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know you're feeling good. I know it. I feel that spark in you, like chispa, like we say in Spanish, like a chispa is in you, it's sparked. Yeah. So I love it.
It's a physical thing, right? It's kind of like, I know when I shifted and when I began to understand the alignment and the human design for me personally, that shift happened and I was able to look in the mirror. And just like you see it in others, or I was able to see it in myself. The physical.
Oh, let me say this. Like, you know when you have a new lover.
Yeah. Ooh.
And you're just like there, you're just feeling it. Girl. And you're like feeling yourself and you're walking down the parking lot. You're like, walking through life that way all the time. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what this work does.
Without a man.
It's like without a man.
Without love.
Without a man. You're just like loving yourself. Yeah. You're like, yes, I'm alive. Yes, I'm feeling myself. Yes, I'm feeling it. Yes, I am blessed. I am worthy. I am worthy of the effort that it takes to get to this place.
Yeah.
And the time.
You know, designing your life is powerful work. Understanding your worthiness is not based on people, the things you've done, where you've been, who you know. It's really based on your inner work, the inner things that you feel about yourself, understanding the alignment that is required and designing your life intentionally.
Yes.
Right? Intentionally, y'all. So many things in our life have to be intentional. I hear women say all the time, you know, and you're on the inner work side of coaching. And for me, I'm on the business side of coaching, meaning, you know, I'm trying to tell them to do the outer stuff, but it's so hard for them to do the outer things because the inner things are hindering them, right? But when we align ourselves and we set our inner selves up, it is so much more easy, so much more powerful to be intentional about designing your life on the outside and fulfilling the desires. Now, you don't have to be living life on obligation.
Exactly.
You don't have to be living life on someone else's terms or how they defined how worthy you are, right? Now you get to be worthy based on how you designed it. Ooh, I love that. 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 Oh my God. Well, folks, we did not get enough time, but baby, it's a wrap. This conversation, we unpacked worthiness, alignment, rituals, the courage to take a design and add a design to your life.
I love it.
That reflects who and what you really are.
Yeah.
Every moment of that, every moment tonight in this conversation was tied back to that same truth. You feel me?
Yes.
When we honor ourselves, when we understand our worth, and everything in our life begins to shift. Everything that we do begins to shift in our favor.
Yeah.
Manifestation happens. You feel me? Weight on our shoulder drops off.
Yes.
And the things that we have and we want and we desire, there's no justification needed because we already understand that we are worthy. And that's what worthy by design is really all about. I love having you here.
I love being here.
And
thank
listen,
you. Thank you for having me.
Maria is a staple in my life, y'all. When I say a staple in my life, I troll her quite often. And whenever she's having something where I'm aligned in the same place and time and our lives can connect and manifest, then I am in the space, in the place.
Yes, you are.
I am.
Yes, you are. Yes, you
every
are.
session with her
Yes, you
and
are.
every encounter with her, the chakras do their thing, and baby, I get clear even after tonight's conversation. There's some smog or something
Bravo
that has been removed, and so whatever she's doing out here in this world, design and being worthy and intentional about it is working.
Yeah.
Maria, tell the audience or tell them a little bit more how they can connect with you so they can get in that space of clear and removing smog and all of those things.
Well, they can go to my website.
Okay.
awakenwithmaria.com. I have plenty of retreats coming up. So you can go to that website and find them all.
Yeah.
And you can follow me on Instagram, Awaken with Maria Brito, Brito.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. That's my jam, and that's where I share a lot of stuff. And
Yeah.
even
That's where the
though
work happens.
I am traveling a lot, when I am here in Huntsville, I do offer some things for you to immerse yourself
nuggets.
into this work.
That's
and
right.
so take advantage of it.
That's right, y'all.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. I have not been able to go on a retreat yet, but just like she said, wherever she is and she's doing something, even the nuggets, even the small pieces work. They get you more clear, they get you more aligned, they get you closer to living by design, right?
Yes,
And so I encourage you all to take heed. Take the opportunity, visit her website, get connected.
Thank you.
And not just the website, her socials. She shares so many nuggets, so many nuggets. Right now, she's in the middle of a 21-day.
Yes.
What is it? Tell us about it.
Awaken.
Yeah,
so
Awaken.
I only do it once a year, and it's 21 days to awaken you, really, and it's like bite-sized pieces of what I've just been talking about.
Right.
And so, for the busy woman who doesn't have time but makes time because she's essential
Okay.
and she's worthy of the effort. So it's so good. I'm having so much fun with it.
Yeah, I will. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm doing the 21-day awakening, y'all,
yes.
and I'm excited to start tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes, tomorrow.
And you get to choose when your day one begins. Like
That's the other
you
thing I
get to
love it.
choose. Tomorrow can be day one. It's like reset button. I'm starting, and you're making it happen.
I understand that, Maria. Thank you so much for sharing this moment with me tonight. You showed up with authenticity,
Girl, always.
intention,
Always.
and I appreciate you. You're right. That's always for you. Always.
We always have to be authentic.
Always. I appreciate you for always making space and room for me to be authentic too. You know, not shutting me down and all the
Never.
energy that I bring to everything.
I
You
love
know,
it.
sometimes I walk in the space and everybody's all slum and quiet, and here I am. What up? But she never says shh. She never. does that.
I would
she
never do that.
Never does that. So
No.
I encourage you all to connect with Maria, to get in there, get clear on your schmog, do the breath work, and get into one of her retreats. Listen, I'm hoping to see one of you there soon. To everyone that's listening and watching, hey, thank you so much for rocking with me tonight. For sipping with us and being a part of this healthy living in wine community. It's your energy that keeps this space alive. If you enjoyed tonight's episode, please be encouraged to like, share, comment, so that we can keep the conversation flowing. And be encouraged that healthy living in wine can coexist beautifully with balance, intention, and moderation as part of the pour. So now it's time to shut it down. Let's raise our glasses. Oh, wait, we got to pour up some more before we raise these glasses.
Yes.
honey. Most
There
definitely.
you go.
We're
There
going to
you go.
raise our glasses. Cheers.
Cheers to you,
Cheers. Here's to wealth, to worth we honor, to the alignment that we protect, and the life that we design with intention.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers, love.
And thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.